The greatest sneaker of all time is finally back, and today I'm here to give you guys an early review. What's up everybody, it's Sean here, and I'm here today to give you guys a review of the Air Jordan 3 Retro White Cement Reimagined. As always, today's video is sponsored by Heffelux. When it comes to sneakers, comfort is king. So when you buy a pair of shoes and find out they're uncomfortable, one of the easiest ways to fix that is to swap out the insoles. So that's where Heffelux comes into play. If you check out their website, which I've linked down below in the description box, you'll see they sell a variety of eTPU insoles, which really is the same material you'll find inside Adidas Boost. So if you're looking to add some additional comfort inside your shoes, be sure to use the code SEANGO at checkout to get 15% off your entire purchase. So if you guys have been following my YouTube channel, my Instagram, listen to any of my podcasts, you probably know that the White Cement 3 is my absolute favorite sneaker of all time. If I'm asked to pick only one shoe out of my entire collection to wear for the rest of my life, no doubt it would be this one right here. And Jordan Brand is bringing these back once again, and they're set to release later on this year on March 11th. So the retail price for this shoe is set to be $210 US, which is the equivalent to roughly 290 Canadian dollars, and the official colorway for this shoe is Summit White, Fire Red, Black, and Cement Gray. So the White Cement 3, designed by Tinker Hatfield, was one of the original colorways of the Jordan 3, which dropped back in 1988. Worn famously by Michael Jordan during the 1988 NBA Slam Dunk Contest, it's been retroed various times throughout its history, including slight variations of the White Cement 3 in recent years, for example, the Justin Timberlake one with the swoosh on the side, and the free throw line dunk Air Jordan 3s as well. But the last time we've been given a retro that's more or less free of gimmicks was back in February of 2013 when they released the 88 version of the Air Jordan 3 White Cement. So for this reimagined pair, in similar ways it's kind of like the Lost and Found Jordan 1s in that it's supposed to be a representation of the originals from 1988, but it's given that vintage touch, so essentially it's artificially aged. And whether you love or hate that age treatment, whether you're someone who missed out on the 2013 pair, or if you're someone like me that just loves this shoe, no doubt this pair is going to fly on March 11th. So first things first, here's a quick look at the box. So as you can see, this comes in that classic OG-inspired Air Jordan 3 box, but it's given an aged appearance where the edges of the box look like it's either faded or worn in. So this goes back to the whole reimagined theme of this shoe. It's almost as if you found a pair from 1988, and inside the box you'll also see that it comes with this paper which describes the breakdown and the tech of the Air Jordan 3, but unlike retros from the past where they actually gave us cardboard, for this release it's literally just paper, which was kind of disappointing because it is very flimsy and delicate. Anyways, diving into the details of this shoe, let's start things off with the toe box. So as you can see, the majority of the upper of the shoe, this is constructed out of this Summit White colored leather, and the upper portion here, the leather has a bit of a tumbled look to it. Overlaid on top of this, surrounding the outer edge of the toe box, we have more of a smooth white leather, and this leather basically acts as a mud guard running down the sides of the shoe as well. Overlaid on top of this, at the edge of the toe box, of course, this is an Air Jordan 3, so we have that signature elephant print. And you'll notice that the shape of the elephant print, it's really slimmed down and it's given much more of a sleek appearance. And the elephant print itself isn't nearly as dark and pronounced as elephant print we've seen in years past. Moving downwards, so the bottom two eyelets are done in this red colored TPU finish, and then next to this, the middle three eyelets, this is given a slight aged look, so we have these TPU eyelets in cream, and the leather surrounding this area is perforated. And then the top two eyelets are constructed out of a black colored TPU. Beneath this, on the mid panel of the shoe, we have more of that tumbled white colored leather, and this is found on both sides of the sneaker. And then beneath this, wrapping on the bottom of the heel, we have more of that elephant print once again. And then covering the back of the shoe, we have that signature heel tab, but similar to the eyelets, it's painted in a bit of a yellowed tone, and just like the originals, we have Nike Air branding instead of the Jumpman logo. And then surrounding the ankle collar area, we have more of that perforated white leather, similar to the leather we saw covering the eyelets. And then hanging off the shoe, they also give us this orange hang tag with Nike Air branding. Turning our attention back to the front of the sneaker, so the bottom half of the tongue, this is once again constructed out of that smooth perforated leather, and then overlaid on top of this we have the laces. So these only come with one lace option, and they're just your normal flat style lace done in the Summit White color. And then the top of the tongue is covered in more of that smooth white leather, and then embroidered right in the center we have this red colored Jumpman. And if you look at the side of the tongue, just like most of your recent Air Jordan 3 releases, the tongue is crafted to look similar to the OGs in that the outer portion, which is this white leather, it wraps up and over onto the back, which is unlike retros from the past where that red lining from inside is visible from the front of the shoe. The interior of the shoe is lined in this white colored textile, and the inner collar of the shoe is lightly padded. And then as far as the insoles go, so these come with a polyurethane foam insole. It's covered in a red colored textile on top, and we have Nike Air stamped on in black on the heel. So the upper of these Air Jordan 3s sits atop a full-length polyurethane foam midsole. So the midsole once again is given that aged appearance, so it's painted in this cream color, but just like your classic white cement 3s, it's painted in black on the upper portion of the back half. Underneath the heel, of course, we have this window exposing the Nike Air sole unit that's found within the midsole, and there's also a 4-foot Air unit as well for cushioning. Finally, turning this pair over to the bottom, so this is your classic Air Jordan 3 outsole. So this is constructed out of a combination of gray, red, and cream colored rubber. We have that circular pivot point on the forefoot and Nike branding running down the heel in red. So that breaks down the look and the construction of these white cement 3s. And for those wondering about sizing, to me these fit like any other recent Air Jordan 3s, so I'd recommend for most people to stick true to size. My feet measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. I got these in a size 10 and they fit me perfectly. So whatever size you've worn in recent Air Jordan 3s, say in the past 3 to 5 years, I'd stick with that exact same size for this pair as well. Moving on to the comfort, so just like any other Air Jordan 3, in my humble opinion, I find them to be extremely comfortable. There's something about the Air Jordan 3, even though it's a late 80s sneaker, it just feels really good to me on foot. Yes, it's not going to be the softest shoe, but I think it gives you a decent balance of softness and cushioning with support and stability. So I feel like this is a bit more comfortable than an Air Jordan 1, for example, and it's definitely more comfortable than the Air Jordan 4. And with the inclusion of that polyurethane insole, that also increases the comfort of the shoe a little bit as well. So if you're someone that historically finds Air Jordan 3s to be comfortable, then you're gonna like these. But if for some reason you find Air Jordan 3s to be uncomfortable, then unfortunately you're probably not gonna like these either. Last but not least, in terms of the overall quality and craftsmanship, so first off, material quality, I thought it was really solid. The leather used on this shoe, both the tumbled leather as well as the smooth leather, it felt really nice to the touch, and it really felt like a true genuine cut of leather. Unlike white cement 3s from the past, where this lower mudguard of the shoe, it was often crafted using more of an inferior leather compared to that tumbled leather on top, but I think in this case, they didn't cut any corners, and both leathers used on the shoe felt really nice. And in terms of the build and the craftsmanship, honestly, I didn't really notice any major flaws at all. There was some visible glue around this midsole area where it connects to the upper, but it was very minor. Aside from that though, the stitch job was very solid, the panels were cut consistently and placed consistently, and the paint job I thought was pretty flawless as well. So honestly, I came away feeling very happy when I unboxed these. So hopefully when you guys get your pairs, they're gonna be just as good as mine, because honestly, I'm super stoked with how these turned out. So with all that out of the way now, let's toss these on feet. I'll lace them up and I'll show you guys how these look. Like I said in the very beginning of this video, the white cement 3 is so special to me. It's my absolute favorite sneaker of all time. And I'm not gonna be one of those gatekeepers. If it was up to me, Jordan brand, please release these every single year in great quality and shape like this, and you're gonna find a repeat customer every single year in myself. So I love the overall shape and the quality of the materials used on this shoe. I just wasn't totally in love with these cream hits on the midsole and the back tab. I just thought it was a little bit dark. If it was up to me, I would have dialed it back a little bit, or maybe embraced the whole vintage vibe of it just like the Lost and Founds, and maybe give us some cracked leather on the upper too. But the way it is, I feel like it's a little bit mismatched. The white portion of the shoe looks pristine and very modern, whereas the midsole and the back tab look a little bit too aged. But that's just my opinion, and seriously, I'm just nitpicking. I'm overall very happy with how these turned out, and I think you guys will love these as well. So leave a comment down below to let me know what you guys think about these Air Jordan 3 White Cement Reimagined. When these drop on March 11th, do you guys plan on copying these? If you take an L, are you going to be paying resale prices for them? Either way, drop a comment down below and let me know what you guys think about this one. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on my Instagram page at esco8, check out my Twitter account at sean.go, and visit my website as well at seango.ca. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. I can't wait for these to officially release on March 11th. Good luck to everyone trying, and I'll catch you guys all in my next review.